Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where we're ready to launch this to Minmus, but this is a test launch because I am concerned about these wheels. So let's see how this ends up going. I mean, if we manage to get this thing to Minmus in one piece, great. But if not, I will have no hesitation to revert this and rethink how we're doing it. Okay, well that's a bit concerning, the amount of wobble we've got here. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Okay. It seems to have straightened out with gimbaling. That's a good sign. Now I just hope that they don't burn up or get taken out by our nose cones. Either of those would be problematic. How's our apoapsis doing? That's not apoapsis at all. There it is. Okay, we're doing fine. So far the wheels have survived. There we go. There goes the solid fuel boosters. First time I hit space, nothing happened. Okay, our apoapsis is still going up. We should have started our gravity turn by now, but I'm very concerned about this thing flipping. Very, very concerned about this thing flipping. I'll give it a go. We're now in the thinner portion of space, so yeah, it seems okay. Okay, we're gonna hold around the horizon if we can get there. Our apoapsis is plenty high now, so we now need horizontal speed. Okay, let's just chill here. There goes our side boosters. Okay, our time to apoapsis is decreasing, so we need to continue this burn. I'm going to turn on the brakes action group. There we go. Remain at the horizon. We're plenty high for our fairing to get deployed, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, I think. Yep, seems good. And we are in space. So I will now go ahead and extend our solar panels before I forget to do that. Don't want to make Jeb spacewalk to do it. Time to apoapsis is still decreasing. And our speed is still increasing. You'll notice I have not deployed these fairings yet. Or rather, these decouplers. Also, I think they're going to take out our solar panels. We're going to need to retract our solar panels, but these can't be re-retracted. Maybe they'll miss. I don't know, but I don't really want to do it right now. That's a potential design flaw, though. The solar panels should be between here. They should be like here instead of here. We'll see if they get taken out. But our wheels survived the ascent, so that's a good sign. We are at the apoapsis now, and we're not quite in orbit, which I don't really like, but we're fine. We've got plenty of time to get another 300 meters per second. And plenty of fuel for it. Let's just go ahead and lock to prograde for right now. Okay, here comes orbital. We are now at orbital velocity. Okay, good enough. We are in space. I'm going to rotate over this way. Like, essentially, I'm going to point directly radial here. So, radial out. Or no, radial in. No, radial out. Radial out is what I want. I'm going to point directly radial out to shoot these away from our path. I'm still concerned about these solar panels. We'll see if they survive. Okay. Here goes nothing. RIP solar panels. Yep, there goes one. Actually, that took out 3. That single one. Okay. Well, we're not going to have any solar panels then. Yep, there it goes. So that's a problem. I'm going to go ahead and revert it. As I said, no hesitation in reverting this one. Back to the VAB. And the thing is, we need to change our solar panels pretty substantially, right? Because I want the solar panels potentially that can be retracted, which we do have. Like, these are, once deployed, they can be retracted again. So we can go ahead and put in a quad-coupled 3x2 photovoltaic panel in between here, and that will allow us to retract it, as well as being, like, essentially right here, as well as being in line with the clear area. There we go. So that fixes our problem in 2 separate ways, theoretically. Now, I think they'd still get destroyed if they were deployed, realistically. It'd be close. It'd be very close. If they didn't, I'd be shocked. But they can be retracted now. That's the big thing. So I think this one is a real launch. Like, I don't think that there's going to be any further problems. I think we're just going to Minmus now. We've got our base core ready to go, and we just need to get there, and then get our other modules there. Get a landing pad there. That's going to be fun. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. Or how I'm going to hit the landing pad. That would be exciting too. So I think I'm just not going to bother retracting or extending our solar panels, for one thing, until we have deployed our nose cones. Just to be on the safe side. Lesson learned there. And it seemed like we didn't have much for flipping issues. We might be able to begin our gravity turn a little bit earlier. We still do need to have our solid fuel gone before we do that, though, I think. Oh, and don't worry, Jeb. You can come back. It's not a problem, actually. He can come back with this core if he wanted to. There'll be enough fuel. Brake action group should be on. And theoretically, we can start our gravity turn now, right? Are we going to flip? We'll see. I need to begin it very cautiously when we're at this altitude. But it's definitely more efficient to do it this way. Yeah, seems good. Let's go ahead and take it to 45 degrees. We're at about 40 kilometers, so we should be able to hit the horizon now, actually. We're drifting a little bit off of our heading, but we're going to need to change our inclination anyway to hit Minmus. Okay, we need to stabilize. And ditch. There we go. And we just burn here for a freakishly long time. Our apoapsis is plenty high. So that's great. Time to apoapsis is decreasing, so we need to continue this burn. No time for a maneuver node. We're now in space. I'm going to go ahead and deploy the fairing. I'm not going to deploy these decouplers until we're in orbit, though. And again, I'm going to just point radial out and deploy them. Our alternator on our engine should keep us with plenty of power until that happens. In fact, we've got tons of power. Literally, I believe our battery weighs tons. But we do need about another 900 meters per second or so to get into orbit. So, I mean, this thing does the job, but it's a little bit on the sketchy side for this particular payload. But that's okay. Our other payloads should all be lighter than this, really. I mean, we're going to need to have a, like, kind of quasi-sky crane style delivery method. I mean, we're not going to have, like, the hover and drop, but something along those lines is what we're going to be aiming for our modules, because we need to bring them in sideways, right? So essentially we need to land in the direction that we're going right now. So for that, we're going to need to be landing in this direction, which is going to be exciting. Like, we need to land wheels down. So it's going to be a different sort of landing style. But we will be in space in just a moment. In fact, we are definitely doing better than our last launch. This is a slightly more efficient launch trajectory that we went on. And there's orbit. Excellent, with 39 meters per second to spare. Perfect. Let's go ahead and go to radial out. And again, we've got plenty of electric charge. I'm not concerned about that. We'll deploy the solar panels the moment these are away. We don't want to destroy our solar panels. I'm just hoping it doesn't take out our antenna, but our previous launch didn't have a problem with that. So let's go ahead and decouple these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. We will never see them again. Let's head back to prograde, and while we're turning, I'm going to go ahead and extend our solar panels. That is not a solar panel. That's a solar panel. Perfect. And now we should have no energy issues whatsoever. The real question is, this thing was extremely stable on Kerbal. Will it be on Minmus? I have no idea. We're going to set Minmus as our target, and it looks like our ascending node is not what we want to aim for, but rather our descending node is what we want to aim for. So at the descending node, we need to go negative, which is radial, not anti-radial. Point 321. Can we get to 0 degrees? We can if we move this slightly, like that. Sounds good. 235 meters per second. Let's go ahead and head to the maneuver node, because Jeb can do that now. Is that not amazing? However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, this base is going to Minmus. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.